Have you clowns got anything better to do with your time other than to post letters through my door and threaten me with the court of law? Or because I'm actually in fact trying to get this place sorted? Not once are people actually in fact wanting to know how I'm doing or whether or not, everything's going fine and okay. Rather, you want to hound me and harass me 24/7. You clowns are failing to realise that I am also the law of Moses. So what exactly are you going to threaten me with when involving the court of law exactly? I mean, what are you going to sue me for? The clothes that I'm wearing? The loose scrap of change that I have on the table or pretty much on the shelving units here and there? Because that's all I have. It's not like, you clowns following this worldly narrative, thinking that you're actually in fact doing the will of God, have taken me for virtually everything, more or less everything. It's not like you've actually in fact taken me for pretty much everything that I've already got anyway. I'm telling you now, one false move, I don't care who you are, one false move from anyone, I'm going to mentally snap and you are going to see a completely different side of me. If you want to bring that side of me out, then by all means, you bring him out. Because each and every one of you are only going to cry onto your mummies and daddies later on down the line, with your tails tucked between your legs, like the weaklings you truly are. Rather than ask a man how he's doing, you would rather harass even and hound said guy 24/7. Not a hello, nothing. Never piss off a guy with virtually little to nothing to lose, because it will end drastically bad for each and every one of you involved. That isn't a threat, it is a promise. Because there's only so much us guys can take before we mentally snap, and we take the law into our own hands, even if it means breaking it. And we will break it. Because I am sick and tired of fake people. You don't bother asking, like I said, any of us people that own these flats how we're doing. It's just harassment 24/7. Childish knocks on the door 24/7. You're pathetic. As a matter of fact, people are pathetic. You've got nothing better to do with your time than to look for drama and stupidity within the lives of others, or because you don't have a life going for yourself. That is going to change. It is going to change. Like I said, keep pushing, keep testing, and we're going to see soon enough just exactly how much of a nasty arsehole I really and truly can be. Fuck this being a nice guy or a good guy. You're going to see a completely nasty side to me if you keep on treating me disrespectfully and disgracefully. Because I don't have the time of day to be supporting nor helping fake people. Quit being a child all your life. Have a day off. Face me like a real person. But nope, people aren't going to do that nowadays, are you? Because you're too much of a lubricated vagina wall. You're too much of a pussy. You people out there are too much of a fucking pussy to actually face me in person. Hence why you play the games that you do. You're pathetic. You're absolutely pathetic. And is there any wonder why you always complain later on as to why your lives aren't going exactly the way that you'd hoped they were going? Because you're a bunch of animals. You're a bunch of snakes. You're fakes. You're clones, mate. You don't have a conscience, you don't have a heart, and you don't have a soul. There's nothing to each and every one of you. You think you're doing good by harassing, by stalking, but you're not. Your works are of self-righteous works. Therefore, they will account for nothing on Judgment Day, when you get dragged away within the chains that you inflict upon yourselves, as you're thrown into the abyss, only to then land within the lake of fire filled with molten rock and brimstone. That is your comeuppance for continuously and ruthlessly stalking, harassing, and taking advantage of people, rather than face us like real people. Rather than face us like real people, you would rather play these stupid, pathetic, immature kindergarten games. And is there any wonder why hardly any people approach me on the street? Gee, I wonder why that is. Because I'm not of this world, for one. I'm not following a narrative like the vast majority of people. And because people know deep down within their heart and my mind that I am real. And they don't have a leg to stand on. Hence why a lot of the time I actually sense fear coming from people. So it just goes to show really who has the upper hand within this debate, doesn't it? It's not you clowns following this narrative, rather it's me. And let this be a life lesson. Let this be a life lesson before playing these stupid, immature kindergarten games. They are a waste of my time. As a matter of fact, they're a waste of your time. You're just wasting your time. You're not only wasting your time by playing these games, rather you're wasting your entire existence away by looking for drama and stupidity within other people's lives. Just to what? Feel good? Just to get a moment's, brief temporary hit of fake joy and happiness? To get it then stripped away from you later on by your so-called fake friends? Congratulations. Well done, people. Now what? Back to square one, aren't you? With nothing. Well, there you go then. That's what happens when you go around constantly taking, without thinking of the punishments nor consequences to your actions.